Hello, everyone. I apologize for the delay. There was some technical glitch, and we could not set it in time. Right now, I'm still figuring out the presentation part in the Go Live stream. So give me a couple of moments to set this up. Um, I hope you guys are able to see the future presentation right now. Um, my name is Devi Prasad. I'm I'm the SRM alumni from 2013 batch from aerospace engineering. And today I'm here going to talk about the future. This presentation is especially for the graduating students who are finishing up their bachelor's, are in fourth year usually. But others can also benefit from this presentation. So without any further delay, let me go to it. A little bit about myself. Let me start from the schooling. Uh, I studied in ICSE board. I had huge dreams of becoming an IAF pilot. But you know how the reality hits. Parents are like, well, if you just become a pilot, what's your backup plan? So at that point, I was like, well, fine. Let me get a BTech degree, and that's how I chose aerospace engineering. Aerospace engineering at SRM University was pretty good. Everything was as expected, I would say. So it was a wonderful time. Right after that, I moved to US to study masters in aerospace engineering. But only after going there, I have realized that aerospace engineering does not have ample opportunities, ample job opportunities. So I chose mechanical engineering, and there were a few glitches. That's why there is a high and low over there. But eventually, I graduated after 2.5 years and completing a thesis. Um, then I moved on to become an associate rotation engineer with Mentor Graphics, my ever first company where I got recruited. And the same company, I've been working with the same company for the past 3 years. Just last month, I finished 3-year anniversary. Uh, in 2017, the same company, Mentor Graphics, got acquired by Siemens. So right now, I'm working as a customer support engineer for CFD tools at Siemens. So having said that, I have some credibility to tell you about the future. So let me talk. In this presentation, we'll be talking about opportunities after bachelor's, a few tips to succeed, the ones that I have learned over the years, and few next steps to get you started after bachelor's. So the problem of perception. Let's start with this quote from Bill Gates. As he says, we always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10. So don't let yourself be lulled into inaction, which means keep striving all throughout the years. Don't think that time is short, things won't change. Things can change very rapidly. So you guys already know there are like multiple opportunities after bachelor's, and every person's story is unique. So I cannot suggest you one path. That's why I'm putting forward all these opportunities that you have. Master of Science or MTech degrees from either US or top Indian schools is a good idea. If you are inclined into business, Master of Business Administration or entrepreneurship is a good idea. However, if it comes to business, Master of Business Administration or MBA, I would suggest having a couple of years of experience before jumping into an MBA. That's how you would get the uh, maximum benefit out of the education that you will have at MBA school. Apart from that, you can always try for core jobs, either by directly applying from the college or by yourself online. There are also some stopgap jobs, like to get you some basic experience or while waiting for other opportunities, such as Master of Science or anything. Every job experience counts. You will learn something or the other from every job that you take. So do not take it lightly. I sincerely urge you to try out a few jobs, if not anything. Apart from all of these, you can also look into short-term courses, such as computer courses that are provided either online or in the institutes across India. Um, Now, I'm emphasizing on short-term courses is because engineering degree is like the curriculum has not changed as frequently as the current market is changing. So you have to develop your skills accordingly. And to that part, I always suggest learning a few computer programming skills, be it any engineering. Learning a little bit of computer programming is going to help you a lot. So this slide is borrowed from one of the recent presentations I have attended in US. Um, the presenter was a very renowned person. He has an award named on him in the US. So I think his words do matter. As he says, masters is the new bachelors, because you have noticed, like, once upon a time doing BTech was more than enough. Right now it's not a qualification anymore. It's more like your plus two. So try to get a specialization, some kind of masters, either in business administration or um, masters in science, that will set you apart from the regular crowd. If you notice the lifetime earnings of the bachelor's degree and master's degree, they are not too different. I know the census that I'm providing right now over here in this slide is from US, but it would very closely resemble India as well. Or if not right now, in the near future, this is what is going to happen. So getting a master's degree is like almost getting a bachelor's degree. If you The professional degrees that they are mentioning are the MBA kind of degrees. The doctoral is the PhD kind of degrees. 10 years ago, a lot of jobs have not existed. This point is from the previous thing that I have mentioned. Like, bachelor's education has not changed over the years, not as frequently as the jobs did. So if you notice, in the past 10 years, we have seen a lot of upsurge in app developers, social media managers or digital marketing, cloud computing services, user experience design, sustainability. Data mining and big data is like a very regular, usual word that everyone uses these days. Um, Genetic counselor is something new, which is like super new in the past few years. And drone operator, that that has a huge impact these days, including uh, reconnaissance in army to wedding photography. So those are some super new jobs the past 10 years. For this slide, I have borrowed the information from LinkedIn. Over here, as you can see, the top skills for 2020 are going to be complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, and so on. I sincerely urge you guys to keep a check on your skills and try to compare it with the ones that LinkedIn posts so that you can develop the skills that you are lacking and use the skills that you already have uh, while projecting or while interviewing in the jobs. Um, in this slide, I want you to understand that all these days, or most of the time, people have been focusing on one narrow kind of specialization, such as mechanical engineering or nanotechnology or any kind of specialization. But the current day market is not something like that. You are supposed to know a little bit about a lot, a little bit about everything, in fact. So you have to develop your knowledge like a T formation. The green vertical column is your narrow specialization, which you are needed to have. But at the same time, you should also develop your horizontal skills, such as networking, soft skills, social skills, um, a little bit of computer programming, and so on. So the top three things, to summarize, the top three things that are essential for success are education, network, and soft skills. Education gets your foot in the door. Actually, education is the one that differentiates you. Networking gets your foot in the door. As you already know or have already experienced, the people with the good network got internships, would easily get full-time jobs as well. So building your network, professional network, is very essential. Apart from these two skills, soft skills are a very important thing. It's not rote learning anymore. If you want to succeed in your career, people management skills, getting your things done, how to talk to others, how to write proper emails, all of these skills come under soft skills and you are needed to know or learn. Um, so here we are going to discuss what are the things you're supposed to do in the near future. The first thing is understand your abilities and the shortcomings. Make sure, like, even while putting on your resume, you have to know what skills you have to offer. So try to get that. And in the interview, they'll definitely ask you what are you bad at and how are you planning to improve. So try to learn about yourself. The second part is setting smart goals. When it comes to smart goals, what it means is the goal has to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time based. The reason for smart goal is if you set a goal with none of these pointers in your mind, you tend to delay working towards it. If it's a specific goal, you will know when it is done, when it is completed. If it's measurable, you will know how far along you have come to reach the goal. Then it should also be attainable. Otherwise, you may feel demotivated after a while when it's not attainable. Also, you have to think how relevant it is to the date and time. You might set a goal 5 years ago that you have to become a certain person, but in 5 years, a lot might have changed. So you have to update your goal again. Also, think about basing it on time. You have to set yourself a time target, like 3 years, 5 years target, and finish it by that time, or edit your goal after that. The third part is get out of your comfort zone and take the initiatives. Be it colleges or workplaces, don't wait for others to give you opportunities to prove yourself. Try to be the person who steps forward and takes a chance. Uh, Even for managers who want to get things done, it's difficult for them to go and reach out to every person and ask for people. If you go to the manager and say, hey, hello sir, I would like to help you in any way I can, apart from job, is there something that I can work on? They'll be happy to give you that, and you will also get recognition for that. These are some things you have to keep in mind. The fourth point is very essential. Find yourself a mentor. Mentor could be a senior person from your college, some professor, or experts in your field. Reach out to them through LinkedIn or some connections that you might have from family or friends. Uh, we will be talking a little bit more about mentors in a little bit. After finding a mentor, you will be able to set yourself realistic goals, and try to make your vision clear, what you want to become in the near future, like 5 years or 10 years. You can work according to that. So when you find a mentor for yourself, what are the things that you are going to get? As a mentee, you will gain valuable advice. They will share their story, which can somehow be related to the same things. So finding yourself a mentor, you should also keep in mind that he should be relevant to the work that you're doing. So if you want to become a manager, try to find a manager mentee so he can tell you his story, how he has reached there. Develop your knowledge and skills. A mentor can tell you what you're lacking or what you have, and he can give you pointers on what skills to learn. Improve your communication skills. When you write an email to a mentor, he should be the person who should feel comfortable pointing out the mistakes, and you should feel comfortable getting the mistakes pointed out by him. Do not hesitate or do not feel bad that a person has found mistakes in your email. Rather, you should find it as an opportunity to improve. Uh, you will also learn the new perspectives. Until you're in college, you're only interacting with your fellow students, and your knowledge might be limited only to their level. So finding a mentor who is or a counterpart in a different country or a different place will give you access to a different perspective. So that is a huge benefit. New opportunities might open up. And also, while a mentor can help build your network, he can be the person who can introduce you to multiple other people. You should not completely depend on them to advance your career, but if they find you uh, capable enough, they would themselves provide you an opportunity. Say, well, I have a opening in my team, why don't you apply to this job? That kind of a thing. So those are the things mentees get. That concludes my presentation, and here I'm giving you an opportunity to raise your questions. I'll look at the YouTube channel if I can see any questions, but this was supposed to be a live session, and I mean more like a personal interactive session. So I have put this slide, but I don't think right now we have the access to see any questions from your side. So that is it for now, guys. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. Let me share my email ID. Is Here is my Gmail ID. In case you want to contact me, feel free. I'll try to reply as soon as possible, but please forgive me if there is any delay. Right now, I'm on a vacation, and I'll be back in US on 22nd of April. So I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Uh, Thank you for the opportunity, SRM, and I hope people who have attended this and will be watching this in future will find some benefit from the presentation. Thank you all, and goodbye.